All right, so it's a couple days later. Ran into some snafus, stuff like that. Temper was getting the best of me, so I decided it was not time to be videotaping. But as you can see, got the motor and the transmission finally separated. Doing a little degrease on the original motor. Trying the Dollar Tree degreaser. And it looks like it's removing rust and grease quite well. Gosh knows there's enough of it on here to be taken off. But we got it on the cradle. Just got to get it cleaned up enough that a guy doesn't get horribly messy pushing it into its storage spot for the next person to mess with, not me. Kind of interesting on the transmission. So this is a Super Turbine 300 stock transmission. But if I zoom in down here, I've got a sticker that's dated 3/19 of 09 on the torque converter. So somebody was in this thing 16 years ago. So we're going to get it all polished and shined up and get the motor ready to go. What else has been going on? Got to degrease the engine compartment next. Power steering pump, I believe, is leaking horribly. So we'll get that all taken apart. Probably 40-50 years worth of grease jobs down there on the pitman arm, steering link, drag link, whatever. And then of course the cross member's a mess. But other than that, looks pretty good. Over here on the new motor, just kind of been messing around with getting some brackets on. What else? We got a ground strap on. But not a lot. We're mostly on the old motor, and then we'll start crossing stuff over. So let's get back to time lapse of degreasing. Oh, we're back again. Been quite the project. Got the engine bay all degreased. Used the Dollar Tree oven cleanser. Stuff worked pretty damn good. Got a little coat of satin black Rust-Oleum on the frame. Just about ready to put this bad boy in the car. Let's go take a look at what's going on with the motor. Didn't get a lot on tape. Listen to me. Nobody's used tape in years. Got a bunch of the stuff mounted accessories. Got the starter on. Motor mounts are on. Fuel pumps on. This was a kind of an interesting deal here. So this is a 67 block with an 11 bolt water pump, which caused some spacing issues between the original brackets and the newer pump. Luckily I got the pulleys from the guy with the motor, but I was still off on my alignments for my belts, so I had to put in spacers, a couple washers behind the power steering mount to the head. Brought it out about 1/4 of an inch, and I think we're good to go now. You can see the washers down in there next to the hole. I couldn't get to that one up there. So we're going to put the exhaust manifolds on this bad boy today. Get it hooked up to the engine hoist and put the flex plate transmission, torque converter, and get after it. Oh, we're back after a brief interlude and temper tantrum, as you can see by the oil spots on the floor where the engine and tranny was sitting. Made it onto the engine stand. Got over here, couldn't get the torque converter bolts hooked up to the flex plate. Made another damn mess. I can't imagine there's much training fluid in it, so we'll have to figure that out. But got it all fixed now, and it's headed in the right direction. So let's see what happens. Doing this one by myself, so wish me luck. Well, it was a long fight, but it's in the car. Still don't have the motor mounts completely done. Transmission cross members up in there. I fought it. Those the exhaust manifolds, the ram airs, would not clear the cross member very well. Just took some brute force. Between that and fighting the torque converter, it's been a hell of a day. So I'm going to call that successful. Now we can start on the fun stuff. Have a good one.